Okay, recording is working. We are live. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Massy, and tonight we are playing Diablo. This is not Diablo 2. This is not Diablo 4. This is not Diablo and Friends. This is not Son of Diablo meets the Wolfman. Just generic Diablo number 1. No Roman numeral after it. Simple hack and slash. Switch over to it. And there we go. So, Diablo. This here has multiplayer, but we're not going to be playing that. Let's replay intro. Use another coat of paint on that one. And 3 people from the same tree to save space. So I assure you this looked really good in 1996 or 95 or whenever this game came out. Alright, single player. Let's make a new hero. We get to choose our class. You got the warrior, the rogue, and the sorcerer. Now, they have different stat points. As you can see. We're going to go with the warrior because I find he's the easiest one to play, but they each have their own special ability. The warrior can repair equipment in the field, but doing so permanently lowers the durability of the equipment. The sorcerer can recharge magical staves in the field, but doing so permanently lowers the charge level of the staff. Rogues can sense when there are traps, and that's about it. We're gonna go with the warrior here. So we got strength, magic, dexterity, vitality. Simple attributes. We'll just call ourselves Massy. And here we are in the lovely town of Tristram. Let me show you around. And yes, this is how fast we move through the entire game. There is no run button. Our hero is not in any hurry.
That a fellow drinking geese?
Farnham the drunk. Let's gossip.
Jane isn't what he says he is. Sure. He talks a good story. Some of them are real scary or funny. But I think he knows more than he knows he knows.
Ah. Good to know. talk to Farnham the drunk. He doesn't do anything for you. Just he's a source of information and rumors.
Did you put in what you're playing?
Yes, I did. I remembered to update the Twitch Go Live thing and everything.
Good job.
What ails you, my friend?
So, Pepin here, we can receive healing from him. That'll heal us back up to full. We can also buy items. He's got, as you can see, potions for sale. Don't need any of those.
While I use some limited forms of magic to create the potions and elixirs I store here, Adria is a true sorceress. She never seems to sleep, and she always has access to many mystic tomes and artifacts. I believe her hut may be much more than the hovel it appears to be, but I can never seem to get inside the place.
Ah, got no game with the ladies, huh, Pippin? This here is, Cain the Elder.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
He can identify magic items for us for a price.
The witch, Adria, is an anomaly here in Tristram. She arrived shortly after the cathedral was desecrated, while most everyone else was fleeing. She had a small hut constructed at the edge of town, seemingly overnight, and has access to many strange and arcane artifacts and tomes of knowledge that even I have never seen before.
Good to know. This here is Griswold. He's our blacksmith.
Oh, what can I do for you?
This is where we're going to be selling most of our gear. And also he can repair items, which is important because items have durability and they can wear down.
If you're looking for a good weapon, let me show this to you. Take your basic blunt weapon, such as a mace. Works like a charm against most of those undying horrors down there, and there's nothing better to shatter skinny little skeletons.
Good to know. Over here we have Ogden, the tavern.
Thank goodness you returned. Much has changed since you lived here, my friend. All was peaceful until the Dark Riders came and destroyed our village. Many were cut down where they stood, and those who took up arms were slain or dragged away to become slaves. Or worse. The church at the edge of town has been desecrated and is being used for dark rituals. The screams that echo in the night are inhuman, but some of our townsfolk may yet survive. Follow the path that lies between my tavern and the blacksmith's shop to find the church and save who you can. Perhaps I can tell you more if we speak again. Good luck.
You can't just tell me more right now.
Thank goodness you returned.
Oh, he's just reading seconds. Okay. Over here, we have Jillian the
Good
barmaid.
day. How may I serve you? The woman at the edge of town is a witch. She seems nice enough, and her name, Adria, is very pleasing to the ear, but I'm very afraid of her. It would take someone quite brave like you to see what she is doing out there.
Both Jillian and our tavern keeper here, Ogden, are just sources of information. They don't have any services for us. Now, if we continue over here, across the river, slowly, and keep going, here's Wirt the peg-legged boy.
Over here.
If I were a few years older, I would shower her with whatever riches I could muster. Now let me assure you, I could get my hands on some very nice stuff. Jillian is a beautiful girl who should get out of Tristram as soon as it is safe. Maybe I'll take her with me when I go.
Keep it in the pants, Wirt. So, you can pay him 50 gold to look at what he's got, and he'll have magic items and stuff sometimes. Or I think all the time. I think it's always a random magical item. can be worth it if you've got a lot of money to burn, and we will, by the end of the game, have a lot of money to burn. There's one more person in town. We've heard her mentioned a couple of times, Adria the Witch. Let's just slowly make our way over here to the very northmost corner of the map. Hi, cow. Cross the river. And here we are.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
She can recharge magic saves for us. We can also buy items from her. She specializes in potions of mana and scrolls of town portal, as you can see, which are very useful.
Wisdom is earned, not given. If you discover a tome of knowledge, devour its words. Should you already have knowledge of the arcane mysteries inscribed within a book, remember that level of mastery can always increase.
Yeah. So she's basically telling you how to learn spells. Any character can learn spells in this game. It doesn't have to be the sorcerer. So we will learn magic. For the warrior, there's really only 2 spells that matter, and that's healing and town portal. And we will probably learn both of those spells before the end. But let's just wander down here slowly.
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. You led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this Butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
Gotcha. So now we have our first quest, to kill the Butcher. Let's go into the dungeon. This is the only dungeon in the game.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
Good to know. Okay, it did say. This game is different from other games in the Diablo series in that you have 1 life here. If you die, you have to reload a save, or if you don't have a save file, you have to go back to the beginning of the game. The plot is there's monsters, they have stuff, we want stuff. So we just hack and slash our way through everything. Little scavengers and those types of enemies, there'll be palette swaps of them later, are very annoying because they're very hard to hit. There's some zombies. Nice. A potion of full. Scroll of Identify, that's nice. That will let us see what the properties on an item are if we find that thing. If, not when. Like, Diablo 1 is a little stingy with its loot. By pressing tab, you can bring up a map. And this map is showing me very little, because I haven't explored much. Potion healing, I'll take it. In later games, there is a key press to, we're going to wear that cape because it's better than nothing. Hey, a falchion. Damage 4 to 8, 2 to 6. Let's swap that out. That's it straight up there. In later games, there's a key press that you can hit to highlight loot that you missed on the floor. There's no such key press in the original Diablo. You just kind of have to look for it. And Diablo 1 is probably the darkest game in the series. And I don't mean dark as in the subject matter is grisly and gruesome. I mean, it is, but that's true of the entire series. I mean, it's hard to see. It's actually dark. That was nice. Chests are never locked. They didn't start having locked chests until the second game. Another potion of full healing. Nice. Nice. Level up. Let me kill this thing before we level up. There. Alright. For the warrior, it's pretty easy. We're just going to put 5 points into strength for right now. We'll later be putting points into vitality as well. But, yeah. How are we doing on durability on our items? Yes, we're going back. It's before 1999. Shoot, this is, I think, 95 or 96. Falchion. I may or may not. We'll swap that just because its durability is a little higher. I may or may not play the other games in this series. Eventually. Like, I don't know.
I still want you to play all of Baldur's Gate games.
I plan to do that. I've actually never played any of the Baldur's Gate series. Well, that's a lie. I've played Baldur's Gate 1 for about 10 minutes one time. Potion of mana. Sometimes stuff can fall behind items and objects and anyway, the reason I may not play the other games in the series is this game is relatively short. Several hours playtime. The other games are exponentially longer. We're talking dozens of hours. Rags! Wonderful. Let's just get rid of that. Mana potions, by the way, are important in this game, as are scrolls and magic staves, if you find them. Because, unlike in future games in the series, when you spend your mana in this game, it doesn't ever come back until you drink a potion. Like, you might get it back on level up. I don't remember if that's the case or not. But other than those two events, let's just slowly make our way over here. The second game added the ability to sprint and up your movement speed considerably. So, let's pump up our vitality this time. So, this little icon down here means the durability on our sword is getting low. We're at 5, and we have a backup sword in our inventory, so we're probably okay to keep going for right now. But we want to keep an eye on that, because if we run out of durability in our item, then it can break, and if it breaks, we're kind of screwed. Oh, now our armor is getting weak too. Why some of these barrels just randomly explode, I don't think is ever explained in any of the Diablo series. It's just a universe where barrels randomly explode. I mean, like, I get it if they're, like, in a shooter game, you know, exploding barrels are kind of a trope, but...
Well, content number pressure is a difference. So barrels are filled with like something that fermented and all that gas that causes explosion.
Yeah. So, identify. Book of Holy Bolt. We do not have enough magic power to read that book. Ooh, a sabre. Let's identify it. Saber of Readiness. Quick attack. Damage is 1 through 8, but with quick attack, it's probably going to serve us well, and also its durability is much higher than durability on our crappy. We'll swap over. Now, I want to point out something here. This door is blocked because I killed an enemy in here. Being able to retreat and close off doors behind you is a strategy that you probably need to employ at some point in the game. Oh boy, I forgot to go down a path. I want to clear out all of level 1 before we proceed to level 2. Oh, missed that potion of mana. Scroll of healing, that's nice. Short bow. We can equip this if we want. It does worse damage, but it does damage at range. I'm gonna head back to town real quick. No, I'll continue on and then I'll head back to town after I'm done destroying everything. Like right there, I killed that guy in the doorway, which means that door is blocked. it up already. I'll have to check my inventories. Scroll of healing.
Oh yeah, you got a bow in there.
Scroll of healing. Okay. That should be all of level 1. Let's run back to town real quick. Well, real slow. And we'll heal up, sell off our stuff, and get some repairs made.
I tried playing this after playing 2 for so long, and then I was just like, oh my god, it's so slow. And I didn't get very far.
The walking speed is easily
ails you,
the
my
worst
friend?
thing. Now that we have a quest, we can talk to people about
Hello,
our
my
quest.
friend. Stay a while. It seems that the Archbishop Lazarus goaded many of the townsmen into venturing into the labyrinth to find the king's missing son. He played upon their fears and whipped them into a frenzied mob. None of them were prepared for what lay within the cold earth. Lazarus abandoned them down there, left in the clutches of unspeakable horrors to die.
Good to know. We can ask any character we want about
Oh, what
quest.
can I do for you?
Let's sell items. This is the inventory sell screen. You don't get a picture of what you're selling. You just have to remember what it is. Let's sell the club, the short sword, the short bow, the falchion, the other falchion, and the cape. And now let's repair items. This cape, the buckler, and our sword is going to cost us a lot because it's magic. What do you have here? Griswold? Quilted armor? It's looking pretty tempting. Yeah, let's buy that quilted armor.
Well, what can I do for you?
Sell the cape. Now you'll notice that we haven't sold off our tome, and there was no option to. Griswold does not buy or sell magical items. Well, he sells magical items.
Well, what can I do for
Other
you?
premium items here. Rags of dexterity. Nice. But he won't buy like magic staves or tomes of magic or anything of that sort. You have to go to Adria to sell that stuff. I will probably sell that tome at some point, but I'm keeping it on me for right now because I don't feel like running all that way with these slow movement controls. Okay, here. Down to level 2. Okay. Okay, that is a lot of skeletons. Oh, jeez. Okay, I think that's everything. And just reverse. Okay. bump our dexterity up to make our attacks more likely to hit, but for right now I'm just pumping it into strength to do more damage. Some are weakened as one grows strong. Looks like our strength and magic and vitality each got 1 point taken away, and we got 5 points added to dexterity. So that's fine. It's not a crippling penalty to the other attributes. Some things are booby trapped. I do not like being surrounded like that. Let's back up a bit. Before I forget, let's save our game. You always want to save your game when you get to a new level, and I forgot to do that this time. And I'm paying the price for that. Just juggling my stuff a bit. So you can see the basic. Oh, there's the pathway down. You can see how these levels are set up. Clear out monsters, get loot, and proceed down to the next level, which has stronger monsters. Retreat a little bit. I want him to come out in the conga line. I think maces actually, like mace class weapons, like clubs and stuff, actually do have a slight advantage when it comes to hitting undead. Glimmering Shrine. Mysteries are revealed in the light of reason. I have no idea what that means. Might have been that it identified items. Since I didn't have any items to replace it. Well, no items should be identifying. Now you'll notice too. You'll notice that as I get, let's bump those back. As I get more and more kills, I get more information about the enemy. Like now it tells me that these corpse captions are immune to magic. Probably gonna toss those back on the floor here. Notice that gold actually takes up an inventory slot in this game. That is not like the other games in the series at all. You also don't have a stash in this game. Your stash is the ground. You throw your crap on the ground, and it stays there permanently until you come to get it. Magic rags. Well, +4 damage from enemies. That's terrible. Why would anyone want that? This room right here is where the butcher is. I'm not going to trigger him just yet. I want to explore more of this level, get some more experience. Telekinesis, sell that. Probably never going to have enough magic to use. Scroll of Inferno. That's useful. Except that it requires 19 magic and we only have 9. That's 2 full level ups worth of magic boosts. That's not really worth it in my opinion. The soundtrack to this game is really pretty good. Meat rags. I'll have to see what those are. Come here. Fallen ones like to run away from you when you kill something because they're cowards. Okay. Situation vis-a-vis my armor getting kinda serious. -1 damage from enemies and indestructible. Oh. Not bad. They don't even look like anything. Scroll of Inferno. I'm going to pump some points into magic because I want to be able to read a book of healing and time portal when we find those, if we find those. So that's an investment in our future. Okay. better than armor 0, which is what we had before. Let's throw that back in there. Okay. With the slower pace of this game compared to future games in the series, this one's a lot more strategic feeling in terms of like how you approach things. You've got to think about like what this is going to cost me. Salvation comes at the cost of wisdom. What's that mean?
Makes you dumber?
My vitality went up by 10.
Intelligence went down?
No, my magic is still fine.
Huh.
I don't know.
Maybe it makes you not learn a spell. I don't know.
Maybe.
But you have no spells, so.
Yeah. It's very opaque what these shrines in this game do.
Yeah, I like when they're more direct. It's like, you get this. Now go away. I will say that there has been quality of life.
Oh yeah.
I haven't played 4 yet at all.
4's decent.
I know you didn't care for 3 much.
I didn't care for 3 much. Just a plain old mace. Axe, not even worth picking up. Let's retreat here. Okay, Scroll of Town Portal. That's very helpful. Town Portal scrolls allow you to teleport directly to town from whatever level. Otherwise, we got to go back to level 1. Come on, boys.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
Just drop the quilted armor. So I'm guessing that some of these barrels are just full of gunpowder, and hitting them with your sword sets them off somehow.
I know fermentation can make things explode.
Identify.
But not from wooden barrels. Like, wooden barrels wouldn't be able to.
Quick save just in case bad things happen to me because I don't want to use a potion. Okay. Right, do that. room. My one big complaint about this game is the speed. The speed is so slow compared to every other game in the franchise. You just kind of plod your way along. Oh, look, I missed some gold. Alright. Back to the butcher's chamber. We're still not going to open him up.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
Charge the bolt.
You seem to have enough of it.
Yeah. 5 out of 50 durability. Now, as the rogue, any of these trapped chests, when you highlight them, they'll show up as red. And you'll know that opening that chest or door or whatever it happens to be will trigger a trap. I know, but I'm leaving dangerously.
Okay.
I will save them. I'm not leaving that dangerously. By this point, we can see how many hit points the fallen ones have. Right, charges. That's fine. Weapons at half. Some stuff. Captain Bond. Yeah. Let's go with her. I was really hoping I would hit another level up. Well, we're not quite done. Looks like I missed some stuff over here. I do indeed have eclectic tastes. Oh no, I didn't. This is a dead end. Okay, well. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna plod our way over to the door where the butcher is. Where's my Scroll of Town portal? There we go. First of all, we'll go receive some healing.
What ails you, my friend?
Now we'll go sell some stuff. And then, unfortunately, we're going to have to go up to Adria the Witch.
Whoa! What can I do for you?
Sell that saber. Do I really have nothing else that he will take? Yeah, I really have nothing else he will take. Okay. Let's go up to Adria the Witch and give her some of this crap. Oh, and I forgot to repair my stuff. I'll have to go back down to
I sense a soul in search of answers.
that. Okay, I don't want to sell my scrolls of healing or my potions of mana. Those are useful too. Staff of Charge Bolt, though, I will sell. And of course, the list resets back to the top. Every time you do this, you gotta scroll through the list of a million minor things. Scroll of Inferno, get rid of Staff of Holy Guilt. Inferno. Book of Telekinesis. Inferno. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. So, getting close to our cap on our gold limit here. You can stack up to 5,000 gold pieces in a single inventory slot, but once you exceed 5,000, it starts taking up more inventory slots. And when that happens, it's time to just throw some on the ground.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Repair that cap, repair that buckler, and repair my saber. Alright. Let's see here. Do we have... Oh, that Shield of the Jaguar looks nice. It's a lot of money.
Well, do you have any other reason to have a bunch of money?
No. That's why I'm considering it. We don't have enough for Sword of the Leech. That would be really, really just fantastic. But let's buy that Shield of the Jaguar.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Sell that buckler. Okay. Let's do this.
Fresh meat.
Hot clicking action.
The spirits of the dead are now avenged.
Cool. I'm more interested in this, the cleaver. The Butcher's Cleaver, plus 10 to strength, unusual item damage, altered durability. Oh, we can't use a shield with it? I forgot about that. Well, I guess,
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I guess I'll just sell that shield back.
Or keep it until... Just drop it on the ground somewhere.
I can do that.
Because I mean, we might find a better weapon later on that you can use with your shield. No point in, like, selling what you just bought.
I can do that.
Plus, I mean, it's not like it would go anywhere. Nobody's gonna rob you.
Yeah, the people of Tristram are remarkably honest. Let's go down further. The Butcher's Cleaver is a really great item for a warrior. And you almost always get the Butcher's Quest as your first quest in the game. Oh boy, we're starting to get skeleton archers. Come on. There is a decent chance, by the way, that... What staff is that? Inferno. There's a decent chance that... that this weapon will serve me through the end of the game. Retreat, retreat, retreat. Okay. Let's pump up more vitality. Basically the only way to deal with archers as a warrior. Unless you want to carry around a bow with you or invest heavily in magic. You just kind of wade through and... Oh, we can actually use this. Okay, we can't use the hunter's bow, which is fine. I wasn't going to anyway. I thought I would behind. I can make this scroll. There we go. This is our item repair skill that we can do. And I guess we have the Holy Bolt spell to begin with. So that's cool. I'm like taking a million arrows to the face. Knowledge and wisdom at the cost of self. We got some magic points, but I don't see it hurting our vitality or our life total. So I don't know. It might have taken away some of our hero points. It can be. What the sound those ghouls make when they die? Okay. What's through here? Just a zombie. Oh, looks like a unique skeleton. Now these mob bosses in Diablo 1, they're not entirely random. It's random whether you will encounter them, but they are pre-programmed. Only certain ones can appear. Jagged Axe, 4 to 12. The Butcher's Cleaver does 4 to 24. And they're both two-handed weapons. So, not worth trading up, but could be worth selling. Let's see here. Running around. Yeah, I got it. I'm here, Mr. Zombie. Over here. How am I going to tackle this? Well, for starters, let's come over here. King Yorks too. Interesting. Usually you don't get King York and the Butcher on the same day. I'm trying to drag these guys out. They're not cooperating. I'll go elsewhere for now. Are you seriously shooting me from that far away? Yeah. Come on, guys. One of you has the right idea. Now, here we go. Come on. What is this? Rock carvage. Whoa. That was a lot of damage, rock carvage. Large axe. Ooh, it's a unique large axe. That's cool. Timely level up. This treasure. There. Town portal and a potion of mana. Not bad. Okay, let's level up. Let's move our magic up to 20. Our vitality up a bit. I might want to invest some in dexterity at my next level just so that I continue to hit things at a decent rate. little disappointed that they didn't give you unique animations for using the Butcher's Cleaver when it's a unique weapon that almost always end up getting. Put us. There's that. Cloak. These stupid bats. Sorry, they're not bats, they're familiars. Stop. Hey, archers. A lot of archers. Okay. Chest with nothing in it. How wonderful. Okay, so what else we got here on this level? We got a skeleton. This is a dead skeleton. I mean, he was dead before, but now he's more deader. Inventory is actually full. Let's go town portal it up. And let's see what King
Hello, my friend.
has
Stay
to
a
say
while
about
and
this
listen.
axe. Wicked Axe, damage 6 to 16. Interesting. So my damage right now is 8 to 28, 9 to 19. So it's not that good, but it is indestructible. I'll have to think a bit on whether I want to sell that. Oh, I can actually use the Staff of Inferno now. Okay, let's go get healed.
What ails you, my friend?
Let's buy potions up here. They're going through them pretty quick. Throw that in the stash, by which I mean on the ground.
Well, what can I do for you?
Sell the Saber Brothers. Jagged Axe. Man, I bought this shield of the Jaguar for 2,000 some, and you're only going to give me 500 if I sell it back.
Then don't sell it back.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna keep it. Out of spite, if nothing else. I really like the Tristram music. It's very chill.
Chill, but with an undertone of, you know, something bad
Yeah, it's vaguely
I sense a
upsetting.
soul in search of answers.
Staff of Infirmity. Scroll of Stone Curse. Oh, I should probably repair my stuff too. I always forget to repair. Hey, Greaseball. Fix my stuff.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Butcher's Cleaver only has 10 durability, but it really you get a lot of use out of the 10 durability. Okay. What? Extraordinary rags. Ooh, a room filled with treasure. Okay. By the way, if you haven't noticed yet, on the map, a solid line indicates a border between rooms. A dotted line, like the dotted, a line with dots around it, means that there's nothing beyond that. I just picked up something. A short staff, not identified. Interesting. Just a regular cap. Armor 2. I'll trade up. Bad. A buckler. Okay. Backtracking some more. We'll have to do King New York's too. Just like the Butcher line. Saving that for after I cleared out this level and I gained some more experience. Okay, there's the passage down to level 4. Crowd there. Let's get her a little bit first. Book of Town Port. Excellent. And it requires 20 magic, so I was right to invest in that. Now we can put Town Portal on our right click, and if we have to, we can spend mana to go home. Those who defend seldom attack. I don't know what that did to me. heavy footsteps, man. Short bow. Magic hunter's bow. Let's see. And tap. Shut that out. One. Slap that one. Let's see here. Bookbooks. Another Book of Town Portal. Library book. Another Scroll of Town Portal. Next level requires 24 magic to read, which we may not bother with. All the leveling it up does is make it so that it costs less mana. Speaking of leveling up, let's throw it into dexterity so we have a decent chance of hitting stuff. Since that's really all we do in this game is hit stuff. Holy bolts requires 28 magic. Almost got this level licked. And just as a general rule, you shouldn't pick weapons. Okay. There. Always with the freaking archers. Okay. We seem to have explored everything there is to explore on this level. Let's go ahead into York's tomb. Figure that out. Running around at the speed of sound.
The warmth of life has entered my tomb. Prepare yourself, mortal, to serve my master for eternity.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if it matters to you, but I had plans for eternity. Seen arrows head my way. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, there we are.
Too much baggage.
I didn't pick that up. Oh, I I would pick up the Claymore, but I almost guarantee that it's worse.
Too much baggage. I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
Almost guarantee that it's worse than stuff that I currently have. Let's arrange this. Okay. See, look, our stuff is still
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Red Staff of the Bear. Resist fire plus 15%, knocks target back. It's kind of cool, but protection, minus 2 damage from enemies.
What ails you, my friend?
Alright. Is Griswold gonna take any of this stuff?
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Might take this. Oh, he'll take the steel bow and the robe. Yeah, we don't need to repair the red staff to bear. I'm gonna chuck it.
I think you have
They animate him walking so quickly, but he moves so slowly.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Hey, enough is here. Red staff of the bear. That. Time portal. Like I said, leveling up the town portal spell just makes it so that it costs less to cast, which isn't that big of a deal. Because when we cast it, we're heading back to town, so it can cost us all of our mana.
The warmth of life has entered my tomb. Prepare yourself, mortal, to serve my master for eternity.
Yeah, you said that already. Wouldn't let me target the guy. Did I pick up something I wasn't supposed to? But notice now we have 2 slots filled with gold. So we're gonna have to drop some of those coins off town to keep our inventory from clogging up with monies. That hitting those 2 levers makes it so that we can come over here. Distract their attention and then lead them back away from the bow guys. himself. Oh, no fair. Resurrecting balls.
Rest well, Leoric. I'll find your son.
Yeah, I'll find your son. Or not. Doesn't matter much to me, honestly. I mean, I got no skin in that. Okay. Skelly-mans. By the way, this is the item that we picked up from buckler. You may notice that this game, compared to its sequels, is much stingier on loot. Like, we are finding magic stuff, but we're not finding it in, like, every major chest. Magic buckler.
Too much baggage.
Also, magic buckler.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
Okay, well, first of all, let's with that book. Drop our vitality to even 40 and dump the rest into strength. One more door.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, stop it.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
Bolts. Which one's... Nope, can't. But I might be able to take it with me. Find it again. Alright. Let's go get stuff identified.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Dexterity. White Staff of Telekinesis. The Undead Crown. Armor 8, durability 50 out of 50, not bad. Fine Shield of Health, 25% armor, -1 damage from enemies, that's not bad at all.
What ails you, my friend?
Well, obviously we're gonna drop the crown on. A fine shield of health is nice, but you can't use it with Butcher's Cleaver.
Wow, what can I do for you?
By the time we actually need a shield, we'll have better. And that shield of the Jaguar is better as it is. Okay. Let's drop a stack of money there. Don't touch that, Griswold. That's mine. They're really honest in Tristram. They won't touch your stuff. You cannot do this in later games. Items will despawn on saving and exiting.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
You want that book of the White Staff of Telekinesis. Okay. Okay. Now let's go pick up that robe. And get back to murdering stuff on the new level. Sorry, it's Kate. I usually do not get King Leoric's quest on the same save file that I get the Butcher on. They're usually mutually exclusive for me. So this was kind of lucky. Down to level 4. Anybody here? Did they forget to populate this level with enemies? There we go. A sad level. Oh, I don't know those. Oh, the invisible stalkers. There's a lot of money in that. Let's go. There. Okay. Value. Mostly money. These invisible stalker rares never made it into any of the sequels, and they're kind of annoying. They can't attack you while invisible, thankfully, but they do find other ways to heal. Wait, magic club.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
You definitely do not. Although we are getting overwhelmed with our potions. Might start selling some of the magic potions. Go. Let's do that. That got a little closer than I. Takes up a ton of space in my inventory. Come on over here.
All praises to Diablo.
I'll read that in a second. Okay. Alright, now.
All praises to Diablo, Lord of Terror and survivor of the Dark Exile. When he awakened from his long slumber, my Lord and Master spoke to me of secrets that few mortals know. He told me the kingdoms of the high heavens and the pits of the burning hells engage in an eternal war. He revealed the powers that have brought this discord to the realms of man. My Lord has named the battle for this world and all who exist here the Sin War.
La-di-da. Do have healing. Getting close to go back to town. Scout out this. Okay. I have a square town portal. I do have one. Okay. Once again, let's identify.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Skull cap protection. might. Sword of might. The sword of might is the only one that's even remotely interesting, and its damage caps off at half of what the Butcher's Cleaver does. So, no sale.
What ails you, my friend?
Stay for a moment. I have a story you might find interesting. A caravan that was bound for the Eastern Kingdoms passed through here some time ago. It was supposedly carrying a piece of the heavens that had fallen to earth. The caravan was ambushed by cloaked riders just north of here along the roadway. I searched the wreckage for this sky rock, but it was nowhere to be found. If you should find it, I believe that I can fashion something useful from it. Well, what can I do for you?
Repair my undead crown. My butcher's cleaver. And then let's sell the cap of protection, the cape of thorns, the club of light, the sword of might, the shield of might. Close to our limit again. At least this time we don't have to head to Adria's shack. She's so far out of the way. Okay. Let's continue exploring here first. Saw that coming. Small axe. It's an insult to my people. How did I know there was only 4 archers? Staff Town Portal, that might be nice to keep handy. It's kind of questionable. Because we can use it to cast Town Portal 9 times without spending mana. But the space it takes up in the inventory kind of makes me think that maybe we should just pitch it. Sell it to Adria for money.
You haven't really been hurt.
No.
So that should influence your decision. You were like the weirdest little guy. What was it
Our cat is trying to eat her snack. Oh, a potion of rejuvenation. Those restore mana and health. They're usually purple, but in this game they're yellow. Okay. that's everything down here. Let's see what's through door number 2. Oh, archers.
Too much baggage.
No, you're just terrible at inventory Tetris. I definitely need to stop by Adria and sell off a bunch of these potions and stuff.
Kill all. You get me magic banner or we attack. You no live with life. You kill me like this and give back magic. Go past corner and door, find that lead. You give, you go.
Okay. I don't know which corner he was talking about. Strength is forged through destruction. No idea what that did. But I like the sound of it. These may be the big uglies.
I can't carry anymore.
Can't even pick up a scroll.
Too much baggage.
Okay. Once again, we're gonna have to head to town. Where's that scroll
What ails you, my friend?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
I would rather not. Well, with plenty high durability. What a terrible enchantment that is.
Well, what can I do for you?
Have this, have this, have this. Repair my undead card, repair my patient's paper. Don't want to eat staff. I gotta sell a bunch of this stuff.
Do you have to repair your equipment too?
I already repaired it.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
More like a soul in search of money. Let's see. Set up these potions of mana. Scroll of lightning, I'll never use. Scroll of fireball. Better. Go dump some more money in the pile. I like to call it our retirement fund. Got the tavern sign. Let's go give it to this stupid snot goblin.
You give? Yes, good. Go now. We stun. We kill all with big magic.
I thought the deal was if we brought the tavern sign back, wouldn't it?
Tavern sign back, which says, "Here is your sign, and I
Weak Hunter's Bow. Flame Dart. Fire arrow damage 1 to 6. Fire hit damage 1 to 6. Chance to hit plus 20%. Resist fire 40%. That's actually a pretty good bow. If I was a bow user, I might consider using it. Just checking the map here. Okay. We're done on level 4. Down to level 5.
The smell of death surrounds me.
So this is the start of the Catacombs section of the game, and I think that's where we're going to leave it off. We got in a lot of murder, and next time we will kill more things in a different environment. So that'll be cool. The dungeon here, there's only one dungeon in this game, and it just keeps going down into new sections like this. So, but we're going to go ahead and call it here, folks. So thanks for watching, and until next time, we'll see ya.